Here's everything that I bought at the grocery store this week for the purposes of anti-aging. Coming over here, we have the red bell peppers, which I tend to get every single week almost, or every other week. These are organic. So bell peppers, they are high in vitamin C, which are involved in collagen synthesis, as well as a plethora of other, beneficial aspects in the body. I think these are also high in anthocyanins, which are powerful antioxidants, which may help to protect the skin against the oxidative stress and free radical production associated with UV and pollutants in the environment. Plus, they're just gosh darn tasty. I love, love, love red bell peppers. I will eat them plain or with some olive oil sprinkled on top. We also have some Brussels sprouts. We're making these tonight. These are high in K2, which helps with calcium deposition in the bones, the appropriate amount of calcium deposition in the bones when in conjunction with vitamin D3. So making sure you have those levels appropriate is essential. Carrots, I buy organic carrots because I love just dipping this in like almond butter, but these are high in beta carotene, which is a carotenoid that has been shown to protect the skin against the lipid peroxidation, as well as just the oxidative damage associated with UV that ages the skin. Now, a word of warning about carotenoids in plants. They are a form of provitamin A, so the body has to convert them into an active form that it can utilize. But some studies suggest adding fat to the carotenoids in plant-based foods can help with not only the absorption, but also the conversion into the appropriate utilization form of the carotenoids. The body utilizes animal-based carotenoids like retinol, lutein, zeaxanthin from like egg yolks or beef liver much more readily. So I tend to choose a mix of both plant-based as well as animal-based carotenoids or vitamin A, because that is just having that diversity in your body is incredibly important in my opinion. Another vitamin A rich food, plant-based food, is sweet potatoes. These are red sweet potatoes. They're kind of small, so I may just have like one in one sitting. I combine these with fat, obviously, like grass-fed butter, as well as, maybe if I'm in the mood, some raw cheddar cheese, salt and pepper, Celtic sea salt. I love sweet potatoes. They are somewhat high in sugar, but when you combine it with fat, protein, and some fiber throughout your meal, it helps to just sort of lower the glycemic index. I don't tend to eat these a ton, but I did get them because they are rich in that beta carotene, which is a powerful fat-soluble antioxidant. Of course, got some lemons and limes, good sources of vitamin C. I put this in water just to have, just to spring up my water and maintain hydration. Vitamin C, good for collagen synthesis. I am kind of mad that I didn't get the unripe bananas. These are riper than I would like. The unripe bananas are lower in sugar. They're also higher in resistant starch, which helps to feed the probiotic, the good bacteria in your gut, which is good for digestion, but also for the skin microbiome, may help with anti-aging. But I'm going to put these to good use regardless. I also got a little bit of broccoli. I didn't get a 2-pounder just because we're going out of town and we're going on vacation, so I didn't want to have to, waste broccoli. So I'm eating this with this hummus that I got. I was gonna make my own hummus, but I just got a little thing of hummus, so I'm gonna dip this in there. The broccoli is high in a number of things. So some vitamin A as well, that plant-based that again your body has to convert, but also vitamin C, great for collagen synthesis in the skin, as well as sulforaphane. Broccoli sprouts are a lot higher in sulforaphane, but the mature broccoli also contains a significant amount, and this helps to increase your melatonin production, which is a powerful anti-aging hormone produced by your brain. Also helps you to sleep and renew your body. It's also high, the sulforaphane helps to increase other antioxidants like superoxide dismutase, glutathione peroxidase. So I highly recommend getting some broccoli or some cruciferous vegetables in your diet. I really, really love broccoli, cauliflower, broccoli sprouts. You can check out my video on how to grow your own broccoli sprouts. But yeah, broccoli I always include every single week in my grocery haul. And I got some baby spinach and spring mix just for some salads. This provides a little bit of vitamin C, vitamin A, again, that beta carotene, as well as K2. So that K2 that works in conjunction or synergistically with D3 to help to regulate that calcium balance. Got some red onion. So red onion is high in quercetin. Quercetin is a polyphenol found in red onions, tea, apple skins. It is a polyphenol that has been shown to, at least in vitro studies, to inhibit certain pathways in the skin to inhibit the production of enzymes that break down collagen and elastin, UVA-mediated MMP production, matrix metalloproteinase production. It has also been shown to help to a certain extent, in vitro research to inhibit or reduce skin cell senescence, which is also implicated in skin aging. So I try to incorporate red onion into my diet as much as possible, both raw and steamed. And of course, avocado. I just found a recent study showing that it was like a small study in women showing that daily consumption of avocado, one avocado per day in women, hopefully it generalizes to males as well, had been shown to increase elasticity and skin firmness after 8 weeks. So I always eat half to one avocado every single day. Fantastic in monounsaturated fatty acids too, which has also been shown to improve and reduce photo aging or aging associated with UV being the primary driver of skin aging. Got some blueberries here. These aren't organic. I wasn't able to get them, but these are high in anthocyanins, which are those polyphenols, again, has been implicated in longevity as well as skin health and protection against UV. So I include blueberries into my diet pretty much every other day or so, but I always get them every week. I got some olive oil because we were out, extra virgin olive oil. I go through this really quick. High in antioxidants, high in that monounsaturated fat again, which may help to protect the skin against photo aging or photo damage, the downstream effects of that. So I sprinkle this into my foods almost on a daily basis. I put this on sardines. I got the wild sardines, of course. Good source of calcium, great source of omega-3 fatty acids, which are anti-inflammatory, antioxidant for the skin. Love sardines. I get wild sardines caught in spring water. Wild sardines, because of their size and like their youth, they haven't accumulated as much mercury as other fish like tuna, for example, or even salmon, wild caught Alaskan salmon, which I also love. But sardines are just, a great source of those omega-3 fatty acids, without putting too much of a heavy metal burden on your body. I got some garbanzo beans, so I'm going to put these in salads throughout the week. I also have dried, but I got these just because, again, I'm going out of town, so I didn't want to waste any that I would cook. But these are no salt added. Garbanzo beans are high in folate, which they don't list here, but folate is a B vitamin. Folate has been shown to reduce certain markers of inflammation, namely homocysteine. Homocysteine has been implicated in the graying of hair as well as skin aging. Pecans, I got this for the trip that I'm going on. I'm going to Europe, so I got a big 8-ounce bag of pecans, and these are super, super high in monounsaturated fat. They have 11 grams of monounsaturated fat. Some people don't like nuts because it contains a high amount of omega-6s, but I get a ton of animal-based omega-3s as well as through food, through supplement, as well as plant-based omega-3s. So DHA, EPA, ALA, all the omega-3, the long chain, the short chain, everything like that. So I balance that out with a little bit of pecans. Plus, you're getting all that monounsaturated fat, which again has been shown to help protect against photo aging. Some almond butter, some more omega-6s. This is not organic. It is in plastic, but I took what I can get. I didn't see any in glass when I was there, but I like almond butter. I dip my almonds, or not almonds. That would be a lot of almonds. I dip my carrots in almond butter for a snack, and that's sort of like my afternoon snack of the day. I also got some unsweetened chocolate almond milk, and I know some people cringe when they see this, but I don't know, it's just like a treat. I like it, and I don't really care if it has retinol palmitate in here. I mean, I do it doesn't have retinol palmitate. Okay, so I try to choose things that don't have retinol palmitate, more so beta carotene, because that's more like a natural source from the source. Got some of this because it was on sale. This is the Banza chickpea pasta. We don't really tend to eat pasta at all, even the Banza, like the chickpea. But this is a lot higher in protein and fiber, which helps to just offset those carbs and maybe better for blood sugar regulation, which may help with reducing your glycation burden associated with other carby rich foods. Got some bone broth. This is chicken bone broth, but I got this just a sip on one day. I'm not sure when I'll use it. But bone broth from beef, from chicken bones, super high in collagen. Collagen has been shown in some studies, some small studies at least, to improve collagen amount in the skin, as well as firmness, hydration, elasticity. So I love bone broth. Got some frozen acai. I need to get this in the freezer soon, but acai is a fantastic source of antioxidants. And I don't really make acai bowls or anything like this, but I probably will with this. I don't normally get this, but acai, great antioxidant source, can be helpful for protecting the skin potentially against the oxidative damage, free radical production associated with UV. Even if you're wearing sunscreen, sun protective clothing, you're still getting exposed probably a small amount to UV radiation. So having an antioxidant-rich food in your diet can be helpful. This is unsweetened, so there's no sugar. There's 3 grams of fiber, so 3 grams of net digestible carbohydrates per pat. I'm gonna put these in smoothies, maybe green smoothies. I also got some of my venison that I've been getting. No, I'm not vegan, I'm not vegetarian. Yes, I do eat meat, but this is, I'm not super phobic of dietary fat, but venison is super lean. So if you are watching your fat intake, there's only 4.5 grams of total fat for an ounce, or for 4 ounces of venison. So I like that as sort of like an alternative to beef. And we did get ribs because Jacob wants to grill ribs tonight. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not really like a fan of, I guess, dry heating methods for meat, but I will definitely eat them because he'll put a lot of effort into them. And I think, you should enjoy what you enjoy, I guess. And then I also got some of my paleo-ish bread. This is the Base Culture 7-nut and seed bread. This is made with, I think, almond butter. Yes, almond butter, flaxseed meal. This only has 4 grams of net digestible carbohydrates per slice and 3 grams of protein. So it's a great bread alternative. I don't eat this every day, but sometimes if I want like avocado toast or a sandwich or something, I'll use this as sort of my alternative bread. And for dessert, I got this Beyond Good 92% pure dark. This is actually too low for me. I try to get 95 or above to like 100, but can anyone tell me if Beyond Good is an okay source of chocolate that is not high in lead or any other heavy metals? I don't know. I can never. Does anyone have a source where I can find like what brands are better for that, lower in lead and stuff? But anyway, cacao polyphenols, the polyphenols found in cacao, high percentage cacao chocolate, has been shown to improve skin firmness as well as elasticity in some studies. So I eat chocolate on a daily basis, including cacao powder. I love it. It is somewhat high in oxalates, so if you have a problem with that, I guess that's something you have to think about. But for me, I just love chocolate and I love the taste of it and I love the health benefits and the anti-aging benefits of cacao. But yeah, I do like this brand. I like the taste of their chocolate, so I'm gonna eat that. And just for fun, I got some of these drink mixes. These are the Ultima electrolyte mixes. These are sweetened with stevia, and they also contain like vitamin C, magnesium, zinc, things like that. So it's almost like a little multivitamin. This is the grape flavor. It's really, really good. No sugar. And if you take this blue one, this blue raspberry, mix it in about 16 ounces of water, add the juice of 1 lemon, and then add this, it tastes almost like a Jolly Rancher. It is crazy. It tastes really good. But again, no sugar, good source of vitamin C. And yeah, I just get this for fun. And last but not least, I also got some Tulsi Original Tea. This is holy basil. Holy basil has been shown to, at least in vitro, has been shown to inhibit MMP production, MMP1, matrix metalloproteinase. That's that enzyme that breaks down collagen. It's induced by UVA, which is the primary UVA exposure that we get, or primary UV exposure that we get, that drives skin aging, reaches into the deeper layers of the skin and induces those enzymes that break down collagen. So having something in the diet that may protect against that is, I think, important. I also love the taste of this. This has also been shown in vitro research to inhibit hyaluronidase. Hyaluronidase is an enzyme that breaks down hyaluronic acid in the skin, which keeps the skin looking smooth, hydrated. So having something that may help to inhibit that can potentially be beneficial for skin anti-aging. And there you have it. There's my anti-aging grocery haul for this week. If you like this video and you want to see more grocery hauls like this, please hit that like button down below. It really helps out my channel and I appreciate it a lot. And definitely subscribe. I would love to share this space with you for future videos. And in the meantime, I hope you have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye.